Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Charleston Civic Center, where tonight the Class AA State Championship in girls volleyball will be decided between the number 1 seed Shady Spring taking on the number 2 seed Philip Barbour. Hello, friends, and welcome in high above the Charleston Civic Center. Chris Kidd with you, with Brian Shepard, our engineer and statistician for tonight's contest. Joe Mounts, our cameraman, and Butch Mounts, our overall engineer for everything here within HS Sports Network for this week's contest. And again, it's been all day AA today here from the Civic Center, and we are down to 2 teams that started out this morning at 10:30 a.m. as number 4 seed Robert C. Byrd knocked off Herbert Hoover 3-0 as Robert C. Byrd won 25-18, 25-18, and 25-20 in their 3 sets. Then in the other quarterfinal matchup, number 2 seed Philip Barbour, who's here in the finals, took on Weir, and they defeated them 3-0, dominating play 25-8 in the first set, 25-14 in set 2, and 25-10 in set number 3. And then Oak Glen coming in, knocking off Point Pleasant in the 3 versus 6 matchup, 3-0. Oak Glen, the defending state champions, but no more, as they went down in the semifinals to number 2 seed Philip Barbour, 3-0. And then in the other semifinal matchup, number 1 seed Shady Spring eliminated Robert C. Byrd at 2 o'clock today, 3-0, to set things up here in the championship, as it has been all chalk thus far here in the state tournament for AA, and it's all been 3-0. And now these 2 Titans meet here in the finals. Can the number 2 seed Philip Barbour buck that trend here in the championship? Last night we saw number 1 seed Work County, the defending state champions, dominate play against East Hardy, winning 3-0, including taking 42 of the last 52 points of that contest to run away with things after East Hardy had built up a 13-8 second set lead. And then after that, Work County just turned on the afterburners and put things to bed. Well, while both teams are warming up down on the court, we'll step aside for a break and be back after this, as you are watching the Class AA State Volleyball Championship match right here live on NFHS Sports Network.
Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
As a busy soccer mom on the go myself, I know how much those moments at home are treasured. Sipping a cup of coffee on the deck, watching a sunrise, movie nights with the family, playing in the yard, cozying up next to the fire with a good book. We may not have these moments every day with such busy schedules, but when we do, they should bring us comfort and joy. Call me and let's find the house that can be the canvas for your memories and a place you happily call home.
Millions of Americans suffer from sleep disorders, robbing them of energy needed to handle daily tasks. Pulmonary Associates of Charleston is here to help with a state-of-the-art sleep center and a comfortable home-like atmosphere. They treat complex sleep disorders such as OSA, narcolepsy, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, snoring, and many other conditions. If you're suffering from one or more of these symptoms, you may need an assessment by one of our physicians. Call Pulmonary Associates of Charleston. Sleep well, live better.
Hey man, I really appreciate that Patrick price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone's prize-only great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes, come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Back here at the Charleston Civic Center, Chris Kidd here with you as we are getting set for the state championship match in Class AA between number 1 seed Shady Spring and number 2 seed Philip Barbour. We'll also be here with you tomorrow night for the conclusion of the volleyball state championship matches, as it'll be AAA on hand tomorrow. And in that tournament, 6 teams are live. Musselman coming in at the number 1 seed, the defending Class AAA champion George Washington, in at the 2 seed. Both of those already have byes into the semifinals. And they will play at 2 o'clock to see who moves on to the finals. Their opponents will play at 10:30 in the morning. Number 4 seed Morgantown will face number 5 seed Bridgeport at 10:30 in the morning. The winner of that will move on to face Musselman in the semifinals. And then number 3 seed Hedgesville will take on number 6 seed Woodrow Wilson in the other quarterfinal matchup to see who advances to take on George Washington in that semifinal. And then the winners of those matches will take each other on at 7 o'clock in the finals of the AAA ranks. And again, with some of the decisions coming down today to postpone winter sports until January 11th, they are going to allow the fall sports to conclude, so volleyball will be allowed to finish both tonight and tomorrow night, along with football, over the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how things continue to shake out as things progress here in the next couple of weeks and months as we enter into this winter stage that everyone predicted would be a little bit more treacherous, or perhaps a lot more treacherous than some of the previous months that we've seen. But we are getting set now for the start of this matchup between the number 1 and 2 seeds as Philip Barbour heading over to their bench to try and get set. And you've got some star power on both sides coming back from last year still. Again, Shady Spring brings back 2 all-tournament members from the 2019 season with Meg Williams along with Brooke Presley. Emma Kennedy also made the all-tournament team last year for Shady Spring, but has since graduated and moved on. On the other side for Philip Barbour, they had 2 all-tournament team members last year as well. Emma Kennedy, who has graduated, along with Alyssa Hill, who is still on the roster for Philip Barbour. So we will see how things shake out with a lot of these all-tournament players back from last season. As Philip Barbour, they are coached by Heather Halfren on their end of things. And on the other side for Shady Spring, they are coached by Kelly Williams, assistant coach Sharon Pinardo. So again, both teams warming up now, serving down on the floor. We'll step aside for another break and be back after this with the start of tonight's matchup as you are watching the Class AA Volleyball State Championship match with us right here on NFHS Sports Network.
You need me to shoot something, I can shoot something.
When they do the presentation, I want you to shoot that.
Good evening and welcome to the Charleston Coliseum Convention Center for the championship round of the AA 2020 State Volleyball Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take a moment to recognize one of the outstanding volleyball officials in our state. At this time, Army Open Executive Director and Cindy Daniel, Assistant Executive Director of the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission, will present the 2020 National Federation Officials Association Active Officials Award for Volleyball in West Virginia to Carol Creel of the Central West Virginia Volleyball Officials Association. An official for 28 years, Carol has been involved with volleyball at many levels, such as NCAA and USBA. She has also volunteered as a coach and official in special groups and is past officer in her board. Her contributions to West Virginia high school volleyball have been exemplary. She is an active member of the Central West Virginia Volleyball Board and takes pride in being a volleyball official in the state of West Virginia. We are proud to have such a dedicated official in our state. Congratulations, Carol Creel. Now let's meet the participants in this championship game. First, let's meet the lady coach from Barbour High School. Ward. Alyssa Dale. Avery Carpenter. Emily Dennison. Lily Chris. Audrey Poling. Natalie Newmeyer. Madison Weiss. Katie Berger. Katie Dickinson. Brianne Tuskin. And Katie Kennedy. It's our lady coach from Barbour High School.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
We are set to go here from the Charleston Civic Center for a best-of-5 set matchup between number 1 seed Shady Spring and number 2 seed Philip Barbour to decide the Class AA State Girls Championship. Chris Kidd with you, Brian Shepard, our engineer and statistician, with Joe Mounts, our cameraman, and Butch Mounts, our overall boss, here with us here tonight. Philip Barbour on the left side of your screen, along with Shady Spring on the right side of your screen, as the officials for tonight will be Carol Freer, the official of the year here in West Virginia, followed by Tom Botroff, Dillard Tate, and Darla Knight. As we will decide our second state champion here tonight. Both these teams were here in Charleston last year. Shady Spring coming up just shy in the championship round, losing that, and now trying to claim their crown here tonight as we're set to go here for the AA State Championship as Philip Barbour puts it into play, set up at the net, put up, not blocked back, however. Now here comes Shady Spring trying to go for the kill again, but missing long. On the attempt that time was Peyton Smith, and that'll give it back over to Philip Barbour. He's getting ready to serve it into play again is Katie Kennedy. The freshman puts it back deep. They set it up at the net, going for the smash again, and missing wide again is Smith, and Philip Barbour out to a 2-0 lead here in the opening set. And if you're unfamiliar with the rules, you go to 25. Winner has to be ahead by 2 in order to claim the set. If it goes to a deciding 5th set, they play to 15. Nice dig that time by Philip Barbour as they set it up on the far side. Smash unsuccessful. They set it up again over along the far side. This time able to put it away up at the net is Shady Spring as Kelsey Dangerfield able to get Shady Spring on the board here in the early going. So now the Tigers will serve it into play. They set it up at the net, going for the kill and able to convert. Up at the top is Alyssa Hill, last year part of the all-tournament team for Philip Barbour, and the Colts now claim a 3-1 edge. They'll get set to serve it into play here quickly. Gets back deep. Nice dig that time as they bring it up to the net. Put away attempt, blocked, but unable to get it back over as Meg Williams, also an all-tournament team member last year on Shady Springs end, answers right back. And should correct myself that it was Bradley Hayhurst that was a member of Shady Springs all-tournament team last year. Emma Kennedy was with Philip Barbour. And now Philip Barbour looking to take the advantage back. Smash attempt. What a dig on the far side that time. Able to keep that alive as Shady Spring puts it back over. Now an attempt here for Philip Barbour. They just have to bump it back. Now a kill attempt up at the net, and it is successful. As Shady Spring now has even things up on Meg Williams' smash. Kelsey Dangerfield, however, what a dig by her along the far side to keep that point alive and even this match up here in the early going. They'll serve it into play, gets it over to the near side, set up at the net, smash attempt successful. And Philip Barbour answers right back as Alyssa Hill gets her second kill of the set. 4-3 now in favor of the Colts. It'll now be Hill set to serve it into play as she'll go with the jump serve, gets off a nice one, dug out nicely by the libero, set up at the net, and a nice put away once again by Shady Spring, as Meg Williams gets her third kill here in the opening set. And they were so successful at that earlier today. 54 kills for Shady Spring in their win over Robert C. Byrd. As Hill able to dig it out, they set it up at the net along the far side. Smash attempt dug out. Now here comes Shady Spring on the attack. They set it up, and another put away up at the net as Meg Williams dominating play here in the early going. We saw Emma Wire last night for Work County put in similar work up at the net. And now Shady Spring has their first advantage of the opening set. Nice serve, gets back deep, dug out nicely. Set it up at the net along the far side. Going to be a tough attempt, has to be tapped over. Now an attempt back the other way for Shady Spring, able to keep it alive as they bump it back into play. Shady Spring will go on the attack once again. Smash attempt for a third time unsuccessful as Philip Barbour now trying to gain the advantage back. This one dug out nicely on the far side. Now here comes Shady Spring. They go back to Meg Williams, and she puts it away. What a great volley back and forth that time by these two clubs, and Meg Williams has 5 of the 6 kills up at the net thus far here in the first set for the Tigers. Now they'll serve it into play and into the net. Gives it back over to Philip Barbour. That time Smith unable to get that one over. That is now 3 unforced errors here in the first set for Shady Spring. Now Philip Barbour will try and even things up here, 6-5 in the first set. That one served into play by Madison Weiss. They get it up ahead now. Tap over attempt, no, as the touch wasn't there that time, as Chloe Thompson tried to fit it into a small zone just over the net. And Philip Barbour has evened things up at 6 apiece as Weiss set to serve it into play once again here. Gets it back deep, dug out by the libero. Now up ahead, not quite into the kill zone, and that one's going to miss long from Williams as her first attempt missing at the net tonight, and that's now 5 unforced errors here in the first for Shady Spring. And they had 17 in the semifinal against Robert C. Byrd. Nearly a third of that already in this match. Long attempt, dug out, going to be tough here for Philip Barbour. They keep it back in play. They're going to have to bump it back over and do so. Now here comes Shady Spring, goes for the attack, and a nice setup at the net that time. And Chloe Thompson able to put it away this time to even things up at 7 apiece. As Brooke Presley will check out from the libero position. She was an all-tournament member last year as well. Now Philip Barbour sets it up. We get a whistle, and an infraction at the net will go against Philip Barbour, so point will go over to Shady Spring as they take the advantage back 8-7. Served into play by Williams. Bumped into the air. Now an attempt over on the far side. Nice smash up at the net by Philip Barbour that time. Getting the kill was Haley Dickinson, the senior, in her final volleyball match, and she gets herself on the board. Now Philip Barbour will serve it in. Lily Chris, the junior, puts it up ahead. Now here comes Shady Spring, blocked back into play, and what a block up at the net that time, as it looked like Dickinson and company got their hands all over it, and they get the lead back now at 9-8. And both sides with great support here tonight in this AA state championship. As that one hits the net, dug out nicely though by Presley. Now trying to block it over and just barely able to get it over the net, as trying to come up and block it was Emily Dennison, but it falls back on her side, and now we're even at 9 apiece. As Chloe Turner will now serve it into play for Shady, almost with an ace. Nice pancake pickup that time by Philip Barbour. Saved back into the air. Presley gets it over far side. Smash attempt is successful. Nice job that time by Shady Spring setting it up, and Chloe Thompson now with her second kill here in the opening set gives Shady Spring a 10-9 lead, as back and forth we go here in the first set between these top two clubs. Nice serve. This could be trouble. Now they're just going to have to bump it back into play. Nice job by Philip Barbour to keep the point alive. Now set up at net, at far side. Thompson goes for another smash. Another nice dig by Philip Barbour as they try and push it back over and do so. Here comes another attempt. They go far side this time. Touched over, but missing wide of the mark. As trying to find the touch that time was Dangerfield, but missed it off to the right. We are now even at 10 apiece. Again, we go to 25. To claim the set, you have to be ahead by 2 as well. Serving it into play is Emily Dennison, trying to touch it over. Ball gets into the net, saved nicely, and that smash going to get by and converted by Shady Spring. Looked like Ashley Farraga who was able to get that. And again, we apologize if the pronunciation happens to be a little bit off. That's how we were told to pronounce it when we came up, but just want to make sure as Thompson misses her serve into the net. And we are now even at 11 apiece here in the first set. That is now 7 unforced errors by Shady Spring here in the first set, as Philip Barbour's been able to capitalize thus far on the mistakes, as Katie Kennedy, the freshman, gets set to serve it into play, gets it in nicely into the middle. Nice dig, set up at the net. Smash attempt. What a save that time on the far side. They get it back up ahead, touched into the middle. Saved up for Shady Spring. They'll go for a kill attempt on the far side. Dangerfield, nice touch attempt that time by her. She wasn't able to get it the last time, but able to this time. And that'll give Shady Spring the lead back. And Emily Dennison on the far side had a great one-handed stab for Philip Barbour to keep that point alive. But Shady still with the point. Now a nice serve set up at the net. Having to just push it over that time was Hill. Now they go for the smash on the other end. Nice block at the net. Set up again for the Tigers. They go far side for Dangerfield. She's able to put it away as she found the weakness in the defense for Philip Barbour. And Dangerfield gets herself another kill. Shady Spring with a 2-point advantage here. As Presley serves into the middle, set up far side, going for the kill, blocked but unsuccessful up at net, as Dickinson able to put it away to draw Philip Barbour back within 1. You get the feeling this first set is a little bit more important for Philip Barbour at this stage if they want to try and pull off this upset here tonight. And right now, Shady Spring has committed enough errors to keep them in this set. So now a chance to tie it up here. They go far side, shove back into the middle. Now Shady Spring goes on the offensive. Smash attempt, dug out again. But no, they're going to say it was into the net, it appears, on Shady Spring. So another unforced error on them. And as we said, they were the state runner-ups last year. That's 8 unforced errors now. So the pressure definitely on Shady Spring, trying to claim the title that just barely eluded them last year. Smash attempt to the net, blocked back nicely again. Philip Barbour attacking up at net as Brian Tustin, the senior, along with Hill, able to block that back. That's now 2 blocks for Philip Barbour. Again, Work County last night dominated in blocks with 9 for the match in order to help them win the state championship in Class Single A. Dangerfield tries to answer back but misses into the net. And now all of a sudden the last 4 points have gone over to the Colts as they hold a 15-13 advantage. Heading back to serve will be Avery Carpenter, the sophomore. Gets a run and go into this serve, gets it back nicely. This one popped into the air. Smash attempt on the way. Nice dig that time by Presley. Back over far side. Dangerfield goes after it but can't convert. Now here comes Philip Barbour back the other way. Another smash attempt. This one dug out. Saved nicely by Shady Spring. Back into the zone. Diving attempt made. Here comes a bump back over as they get it in deep. Presley sets it up back at the net into the center. Smash attempt put away. Great back and forth that time, and Meg Williams gets herself another kill. That's now 4 here in the first set. Or 13, excuse me, I apologize. But 13 kills for Shady Spring as they've kind of dominated and dictated play. But right now, it's been a lot of the errors that have been hurting them. And right there has been another thing that's been hurting them as Alyssa Hill continues her stellar play here in the first set. She's been blocking and killing very effectively thus far. And now Philip Barbour edges out to a 16-14 lead as Hill will go back to serve. Nice serve into the middle. Up at net, could be trouble. Shady Spring saves it. They just have to get it back in deep. Now Philip Barbour goes on the attack. Smash attempt put away up at the net. It's a great job by Emily Dennison getting enough power on that. Now Philip Barbour has their largest lead of the set, and this is the largest lead for either team thus far in the first set. Hill, nice jump serve, able to get it in on Thompson, but she absorbs it nicely. Presley just has to put it back deep. Philip Barbour with an opportunity here. Going to go far side, touch back into the center, saved into the air. Now here comes Dangerfield, sets it up along the far side. They just have to push it back over. Little confusion that time by Shady Spring. Put up and killed again at the net by Tustin. And Philip Barbour has now opened up an 18-14 lead. And now on the far side, Shady Spring and Coach Williams have seen enough as they call timeout with an 18-14 advantage for Philip Barbour here in the first set. We'll be back after this 30-second break as you're watching the AA State Championship match with us right here live on NFHS Sports Network. To 14, Philip Barbour leads things here in the first set. Chris Kidd here with you as we are live for the AA State Championship match in girls volleyball. Shady Spring coming in as the favorite in this match, but thus far Philip Barbour holding their own and then some as Hill goes for the strong serve, gets it in on Thompson. Now going to be another difficult attempt here. Dangerfield just has to bump it over. Nice save on the low block. Now back into the center. Nice fake attempt, and it goes over to the far side. And Tustin gets herself another kill. It was Hill in the early going, and now Tustin coming on here late with 3 kills in the last 4 points. 19-14 now, Philip Barbour. Hill, another tough serve, saved by Presley. Up to Dangerfield. Now far side for Williams, and she is able to fit it in along the right line in order to stop the bleeding for now, and draws Shady Spring back within 19-15 as it'll be Peyton Smith back to serve it. Shady Spring looking to go on a run here. Nice strong serve, and she gets an ace. That'll bring it back to a 3-point deficit for the Tigers. Philip Barbour 6 points away from claiming the first set. Smith ready to go. She missed her first attempt into the net earlier tonight. Gets another strong serve off. Now up ahead, touching it into play. Dangerfield able to save it. They get it up ahead to Thompson. She'll go for the kill, and she's able to hit the line. So Meg Williams hits the far sideline, and now Thompson paints the left sideline, and it's back to a 2-point game here in the first set. Smith goes to serve again. Another strong serve, absorbed this time. They work it up ahead. Now go cross court for Tustin. Her shot blocked back into play. Now over far side, going for the kill, unable to get it. As Shady Spring now down by 1 as Allie Holdren gets her first kill of the contest. As 4 straight points now for the Tigers. Trying to come from behind here in this first set as Smith gets another strong serve off. Up ahead, they get it over far side. Tustin tried to touch it over but misses into the net. And now we're all even at 19 apiece here in the opening set. 5 straight points for the number 1 team. And Smith has set things up really nicely with some of these serves she's been able to get off, and now we get a whistle. And a rotation error against Philip Barbour. They're going to be called for not rotating, and that's going to give the point over to Shady Spring, and they now have the lead as Philip Barbour contesting it here as Coach Halfren wanting an explanation. She feels as if they shifted correctly. The official says otherwise. And Coach Halfren still not happy about it. As we're set to go back to play, as Philip Barbour now the ones trying to stop the bleeding here in the first set. Strong serve and another ace. Has some confusion that time between Hill and Chris. Chris let it go, and it ran right in on Hill, and now that brings up a timeout for Philip Barbour after a 7-0 run by Shady Spring. We'll be back after this as you're watching the 2020 AA State Championship match in volleyball with us right here live on NFHS Sports Network. Seven consecutive points to Shady Spring to take a 21-19 lead here late in the first set. Chris Kidd here with you. And the last 4 points for Shady Spring have come on 2 aces by Peyton Smith and 2 unforced errors by Philip Barbour. As it was Shady Spring who was really hemorrhaging unforced errors in the first part of the set. Now they've cleaned things up, and Philip Barbour now, can they get off the schneid here? No, they can. Another ace by Peyton Smith. She is on fire right now. 8 straight points, all on her serve. So now all of a sudden it's the Tigers that are 3 points away from claiming the first set. Strong serve and hits the sideline. Peyton Smith can do no wrong right now from the service line. She's got 9 consecutive points and gets herself another ace. She goes back to work again. Can she get to double figures? Yes, she can. Another ace. Unbelievable performance from the back line by her, and now she has brought Shady Spring to set point here in set number 1. This one misses into the net. Her first serve of the set missed into the net, and her last serve, likely of the first set, misses into the net, but what an in-between by her with 10 consecutive points, half of those on aces. And now, if you're Philip Barbour, you've got to find a flurry and a hurry here, as they've got to get 4 consecutive points to keep this set going now. Presley saves it up ahead to Dangerfield. Now to Thompson, goes to put it into it, and there it is. First set goes to the number 1 seed. 25-20, the Tigers come back from a 19-14 deficit. They claim 11 of the last 12 points to take the first set, and now Philip Barbour has to come up with some answers as we head to set number 2. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the start of the second set here from the Charleston Civic Center as you are watching the Girls Class AA Volleyball State Championship match right here live on NFHS Sports Network.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia. But what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
At Pleasant Valley Hospital, we provide excellence in both general and minimally invasive surgery.
Dr. Ron Grandia, Pleasant Valley Hospital.
Millions of Americans suffer from sleep disorders, robbing them of energy needed to handle daily tasks. Pulmonary Associates of Charleston is here to help. With a state-of-the-art sleep center and a comfortable home-like atmosphere, they treat complex sleep disorders such as OSA, narcolepsy, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, snoring, and many other conditions. If you're suffering from one or more of these symptoms, you may need an assessment by one of our physicians. Call Pulmonary Associates of Charleston. Sleep well, live better.
Getting set for the start of set number 2 here from the Charleston Civic Center. Chris Kidd with you. Brian Shepard, our engineer and statistician for today's match, with Joe Mounds, our cameraman for today's contest. As you see set point once again with Chloe Thompson, who had 5 kills in the first set, the last one being her most important. But Peyton Smith serving, getting 10 straight points to help give Shady Spring the set. As you look at some of the statistics in the first set, 5 aces to none for Shady Spring against Philip Barbour, 16 kills for Shady Spring, 8 for Philip Barbour, blocks 2 for Philip Barbour, none for Shady Spring, and then the unforced errors, 10 of those for Shady Spring, all of those coming early in the set. And Philip Barbour, who had been near flawless in the set, committed 2 very costly unforced errors during that run for Peyton Smith. So now it'll be Shady Spring to serve it into play to get started here, as Brooke Presley, member of the all-tournament team last year, serves it into play. Blocked nicely as Philip Barbour trying to get off on a strong start. Hill's attempt blocked by Farragut. Now it's bomb back into play, and there's another put away by Thompson. Did that one from long range, and it's a 1-0 lead to start the second set. And you get the feeling that the first couple of moments here of this second set for Philip Barbour are going to be gigantic for their psyche after that big comeback, after they had the lead for pretty much the entire middle portion of that set. As Thompson can't put it away up ahead to Hill. She goes after a strong kill, but Thompson digs it out. Set it up far side, big run and go at it, but missing long with Smith, as she put a lot into that right hand that time, trying to put it away emphatically. But now we're even at 1 apiece. Again, Philip Barbour's just got to weather the storm here to try and keep themselves in this match against the top team in AA. They go far side, put away attempt unsuccessful for Williams. They go back far side, smash on the way and put away over along the left side that time. Nice job and a good setup. And then Avery Carpenter, the sophomore, able to put it to bed. It's now Katie Kennedy ready to serve it into play again. They get it back deep, set up here along the far side. Dangerfield goes after the kill, but she misses long. So Philip Barbour out to a quick 3-1 lead here in the second set. As Kennedy will serve it into play again. This one bumped into the air by Smith. They set it over far side for Williams. Her attempt blocked at the net, but they're going to say Philip Barbour was into the net that time, and that'll give the point over to Shady Spring. Dangerfield goes back to serve yet again, trying to even things up here in the early stages of the second set. 1-0 Shady Spring. Nice serve, but a good dig. Up ahead, they get it over far side. Touch attempt, able to be saved that time. Now Presley has to bump it over, does so, and it goes in for basically a winning point as it dropped over just barely, and Hill had really nowhere to go with the ball that time. Tried to get it back over, but couldn't finesse it enough with the room that she had. So now they set it up for Hill. She'll go for a big kill, but once again, Thompson there to save it. Back over to Smith, far side. Kind of shanked it, but got away with it, and you can see the reaction on her face. After that, she could tell she didn't quite get it, had a little bit of backspin on that ball after it came off like the inside of her hand, but it all works the same for Shady Spring for the point. Now they set up again. Here comes Hill, dumps it over nicely along the left side. Great vision by her that time. As we said, she was an all-tournament member last year as a sophomore. Could be well on her way to it again here as a junior, and was able to find the little opening in the defense there. Great job and good ball control by her. 4 apiece here in the second set. They get it up ahead as Smith goes after the smash off the net. Saved, though, by Phillip Barbour. They bump it back into play. Dangerfield sets it up again. Touched by Williams. Knocked back into the air. Phillip Barbour goes back on the attack. Smash attempt blocked back over by Meg Williams. So we saw one all-tournament member in Hill a moment ago. Now we see another in Meg Williams able to get points for their clubs. And now you get Peyton Smith back to serve again, who had those 10 consecutive points in the second set, along with those 5 aces, and she's put them in a good spot here. A long bump attempt's going to just stay in, and a nice job that time by Phillip Barbour, as Emily Dennison just had to bump that back as far as she could, and Shady Spring, uncertain of if that ball was going to stay in or go out, made the attempt anyway, and you could see it looked like it might have went long, but really didn't have any knowledge of where the ball was and where the back line was, but Shady Spring gets it back immediately as Meg Williams able to get another put away. So 6-5 Tigers here in the second set as Williams serves it in, gets it back deep. They get it over far side, and missing wide that time was Dennison. She tried to fit it in along that left corner and just missed it as Presley will check back in. Smith will go to the bench. As Williams serves it back into play again for Shady Spring. Set up at the net. Tustin tries to find an opening, but saved by Williams. They get it over far side. Put back into play by Shady Spring. Now set up at the net. Dennison goes after a big smash, but misses long. And now Shady Spring has opened up an 8-5 lead here in the second set. This is where the Colts have to be careful. On the far side, Tustin gets it back deep. Presley digs it out up the Dangerfield. Now into the center. Farisia tries to put it away but can't. Now back over left side. Can't put it away up at the net. That time is Phillip Barbour. Now back is Thompson. Her attempt is blocked. Set up at the net. Gophering another kill, and this time able to get it. As Shady Spring, Ashley Farisia able to get the point back. Score stands at 8-6 right now on the scoreboard. I think they're going to call Farisia for being into the net that time. And she did get herself into the center of the net and did touch. So the point goes over to Phillip Barbour instead. The official pointed one way at first, and then they corrected themselves. As Phillip Barbour now trying to climb back into this set, down by 2 as Thompson attempt saved. Now back over far side, pushed over to the edge and missing wide that time as Chris tried to find the little opening but just missed it wide. And Shady Spring was able to get those 10 consecutive points in the second set. You see on our replay, Chris saw the opening there, and you can see just missed it by less than a foot. They set it into the center. Dennison this time able to put it away as she missed long on 2 attempts so far this set, but make sure she connects on this one. As the sophomore, a strong reply that time, and this is a very young Phillip Barbour team. Only 2 seniors on this roster in Dennison and Tustin. And these youngsters trying to hang with this Shady Spring club that were state runner-ups last year as Thompson's attempt saved into the air. Hill works it back up ahead. Nice touch by Dennison, but dug out, but missing wide on it as Williams tried to get it back over, but pushed it off to the right. And now Phillip Barbour back within 1. Heading back to serve here for the Colts. It'll be Chris. She looks to even things up. Gets a nice one into the center. Presley gets it out. Now back over to Presley. Goes for the attempt. Blocked at the net by Dennison, but off her hand. And on to Phillip Barbour's side it stays as Shady Spring now has a 10-8 edge. And 21 kills in this match so far for Shady Spring. As we said, they had over 54 total in their match earlier today. What a block by Dennison up at the net. And Phillip Barbour, they've been making hay at the net and blocking here thus far tonight as they get yet another block for a point, and they climb back to within 1 as you see it again here. Great job at net as they tag team that left side. in order to prevent the attempt. And now another nice attempt up there at net as Hill was in the area, along with Avery Carpenter, as they get it back over just in time. That ball was creeping over the net, and a wise job by them just to reach up, tap it back over, as Philip Barbour has fought back to even this set up. They set it up far side. Smith, her attempt, and did it touch or no? Yes, it did. That was a tight call on the back line that time, but they say it touched off the edge. And Shady Spring claims the lead back at 11-10 despite the protest from the Philip Barbour section. Now a nice serve off the back end, and that'll go in for another ace for Shady Spring as Brooke Presley builds the lead back up to 2. Serve comes in deep. Back up ahead, they get it over to Hill. She'll go after the smash, but misses into the net. And just that quickly, Shady Spring has rebuilt a 3-point lead here in the second set as we are halfway home. Presley's serve goes back to the back line. Dennison bumps it over. Touch back over wisely that time by Smith as Philip Barbour had gotten out of position that time chasing down the serve. It crept over the net, and Smith took advantage of it immediately. Nice deep serve again. They set it up, going over to Hill, and we get a whistle, and an infraction goes against Philip Barbour. Looks like a two-handed touch that time, and now that's going to lead to a timeout by the Colts as they now trail at 15-10 here in set number 2, and Shady Spring up 1-0. As we head to break, you see our replay of the block at the net by the Colts. We'll be back after this as Philip Barbour trailing Shady Spring here in set number 2. As you're watching the AA Girls State Volleyball Championship match right here on NFHS Sports Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Right now, Philip Barbour looking to dig deep here as they're the number 2 seed, trailing the number 1 seed, Shady Spring, 15-10 here in the second set after Shady Spring claimed the opening set 25-20. Chris Kidd here with you from the Charleston Civic Center for the Class AA State Championship match in girls volleyball. Shady Spring serves it into play. They get over far side. Block attempt at the net unsuccessful as a strong kill that time by Haley Dickinson, one of the 2 seniors on this Philip Barbour roster, and now she'll check out in the shift. As Tustin also checking back in here on this shift. As Katie Kennedy, the freshman, serves it into play, gets it back deep. Smith able to save it as Farija able to get it back over the net. Now up ahead, Hill tries to touch it over, but right towards Smith. Now they get it back over far side, kill attempt, and let's see what we get here. They're going to say no, missing into the net as Williams went for the big smash but missed it into the net. Wasn't able to tell if that was a block attempt or if it just missed or not. But now 15-12 in favor of Shady Spring as they set over far side. Williams goes after this one, and this time makes no mistake about it as she puts it away right down the center, and the lead back up to 4 for the Tigers. That'll be Dangerfield's serve. She approaches the ball and puts one into play. Hill able to save it. They push it over quickly. Wow, what a job that time by Katie Kennedy. What awareness by the freshman. It looked like they were going to set that up for Hill to try and go after a kill, but she must have seen it out of the corner of her eye. Just check it out here. Right there, she must have seen it out of the corner of her eye that the back line wasn't close enough and went after it right away and was able to get the point. Now just going to have to bump it back into play with Shady Spring. An opportunity here for the Colts. Smash attempt off one hand, off of 2. They work it back up ahead. They have to bump it back in. Now here comes another attempt. Hill goes after this one and puts it away off the hands of Meg Williams. And what a response by this Philip Barbour team, again, after that devastating end of the first set where they led 19-14. Shady Spring claimed 11 of the last 12 points, but Philip Barbour has hung tough here in set number 2, and now they're within 1. As a tough attempt that time by Allie Holdren, just was off balance and fading off to the left, and that's going to draw a timeout from Shady Spring as 5 of the last 6 points claimed by the Colts here in the second set as we're heading down to the wire once again here in set number 2. Back after this as you're watching the Girls Class AA State Championship match with us right here live on NFHS Sports Network. Great response here by Philip Barbour in the second set. Again, trailed it 15-10 just moments ago. And now the number 2 seed in Class AA is back to within 1. Chris Kidd here with you from the Charleston Civic Center. As Philip Barbour trying to find a way to claim set number 2 and even this match up at 1 set apiece. Nice serve back deep off the hands of Presley and out of play. As that time just ate her up on the inside. And she's been so reliable and such a good digger on the back end there in that middle position, but that time unable to get it out of there. And now Philip Barbour is drawn even, but now missing into the net on that serve attempt is Carpenter after she had a nice run there to get it back even. And now Shady Spring back out in front again as they lead it by 1, and the most dangerous server probably on the court, Peyton Smith, goes back to work but misses long. Again, she's been high risk, high reward from that back end here tonight. That's the 3rd serve that she's missed. But again, she had that run of 10 consecutive points in the first set. Hill now misses into the net, so you can sense some tightness now on both ends as that's 3 consecutive serves missed on both ends. Williams will put it into play. Now they work it up ahead. Get it over far side for Dennison. Tried to hit the sideline on the left end, but missed it just wide. She's had a couple like that here in this set. That's now 10 unforced errors here in the second set for Philip Barbour. Now this one bumped up ahead. Touch back over, and nice job there by Thompson, as that's her first kill here of the second set. And now Shady Spring, after seeing their lead evaporate, now have built it back up quickly to 20-17. Williams served back deep. Dennison able to shove it back into play. Now they work it up ahead. Get it far side. Thompson touches over. Blocked back in by Dennison. They get it back into the middle. Hill, what a save. Get it back over far side. Kill attempt off the hands of Presley. Chasing it down is Williams, but she won't get there as she crashes into the seats on the far side. Thankfully is okay. But Lily Chris, the junior, able to get that one put away, and that keeps Philip Barbour within striking distance here at 20-18. You saw there Presley tried to keep it alive with the right hand, and you see this hard smash that Williams had there with the bleachers, but able to get up quickly. Philip Barbour set to serve as Madison Weiss puts it in, but misses wide to the right. And Philip Barbour now with 11 unforced errors here in this set, and they've missed 3 of their last 4 serve attempts. So could that be their undoing here in this set? Ashley Farisia goes back to serve. She'll get it into play in the center. Dennison gets it back, touches it into the center, and Dennison able to put it away. So despite some of the errors, Philip Barbour still hanging around here in this second set. Trying to find a way to even this up at 1 set apiece. It's Chris, the junior, serves it. Gets it back deep up ahead. Farisia gets it over far side. Dangerfield smash. Misses off to the left. And it's down to a 1-point lead here in the second set. That's now 5 unforced errors here in the second set for Shady Spring. Chris puts it into play. Up ahead, they set it up. Thompson goes far side. Nice save into the air. Now can they get one up ahead? Hill will put it back into play. Nice dig by Presley. Over far side for Thompson. She gets it over, and we're going to have a net infraction on Shady Spring. They ran into the net, and we are all square at 21 apiece. Then we go to 25, and you have to win the set by 2. Can Philip Barbour get the lead back? They haven't had it since 3-2 here in the first set. Thompson goes for the kill and able to get it. What an angle she came up with that time from that far right side, as she was able to curve it over to the far left side and claim the point back. So Shady Spring has had an answer every time Philip Barbour has come back. Now Thompson serves it into play. Hill Gets it up ahead. They set over far side for Dennison. Hits the net. Able to save it is Shady Spring, but into the net it goes. And unable to save it is Dangerfield. And now we're back to 22 apiece. Again, a little bit unfortunate there for Shady Spring. Frisia just had nowhere she could go with that ball. And now Dennison looking to get the lead for the Colts. Nice serve that time. They set it over far side for Smith. Her attempt blocked. Back up into play by Shady Spring. Over far side. Nice save. Philip Barbour now with the advantage. They go back far side. Kill attempt blocked back into play. What a block up at neck that time by Frisia along with Dangerfield in order to get the point for Shady Spring, and they hold a 23-22 lead. Presley, her serve. Over far side for Hill. We get a whistle and a violation against Philip Barbour, a two-handed touch that time. And now it is 24-22 and a timeout by Philip Barbour, as it'll be set point when we come back for Shady Spring. You're watching the AA Class AA Girls State Championship match with us right here live on NFHS Sports Network. It is set point for Shady Spring to try and claim a 2-0 lead, as Presley will put it into play here. An all-tournament member last year. Can she put them on the cusp of a state championship? Over now, tough play back deep, nicely dug out by Presley. Here's the chance. Could this be the set? Blocked back into play, but blocked back over. Now Philip Barbour going to have to find a setup here. They get it to Hill. She bumps it back over, and a nice kill by Hill as Philip Barbour stays alive for the moment. They need to get one more point here, though. It is still set point for Shady Spring. Again, great volley back and forth that time, and now back to serve will be Katie Kennedy, the freshman. Huge moment for her here. She's got to get this ball into play. She does so. Back deep, Presley gets it out of there. Set up far side. Williams goes for the kill but misses into the net, and we're all even at 24 apiece. So now we go to 26, and that's going to draw a timeout now from Shady Spring as Philip Barbour trying to take this second set. It hangs in the balance. We'll be back after this as you're watching the Girls AA State Volleyball Championship match right here on NFHS Sports Network.
NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
It's been a set of comebacks here in the second set. Shady Spring claiming the first set, 25-20. Philip Barbour falling behind here by 5 in the second set, battling their way back. Shady Spring has been able to stave off the rally by Philip Barbour throughout, but they just squandered 2 set points. And now Philip Barbour looking to get themselves to set point here. Again, Katie Kennedy, the freshman, still at the service line. As we said, you have to win the set by 2. Kennedy serves it into play, gets it back deep. Saved up ahead. They get it to Williams, the all-tournament member, able to get it blocked back into play. Now they go far side with it. Dangerfield smash. It's blocked back up. Chance here for Hill. Her attempt at the kill misses into the net. And Shady Spring now has a third set point. Again, Philip Barbour has not led since 3-2 in this second set, but they've been able to hang around. But now Dangerfield could put it away here on one serve. Gets it back deep, knocked into the air. They set it up just over the net, tap back over. Philip Barbour now back with it. Hill touches it over. Opportunity here for Shady Spring. Williams goes for the kill, misses it back deep. Now here's Dennison, bumps it back into the air. Shoved back into play. Presley, she'll set it up at net. They go for Williams again. Smash this time, puts it away. And Shady Spring has opened up a 2-0 lead here in the Class AA State Championship game. What a second set by these top two teams. And now the Tigers on the verge of a state title. We'll be back after this 2-minute break as you are watching the Class AA Girls State Championship match with us right here on NFHS Sports Network.
Wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
As a busy soccer mom on the go myself, I know how much those moments at home are treasured. Sipping a cup of coffee on the deck, watching a sunrise, movie nights with the family, playing in the yard, cozying up next to the fire with a good book. We may not have these moments every day with such busy schedules, but when we do, they should bring us comfort and joy. Call me and let's find the house that can be the canvas for your memories in a place you happily call home.
Hey man, I really appreciate that Patrick price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Set number 2 in the books, and what a set it was as Shady Spring edges out Philip Barbour 26-24. As you look at the second set stats along with the match stats, 2 aces overall in the set for Philip Barbour, 2 for the match, 1 for Shady Spring, 6 aces for the match. Kills have been a big thing on both ends, 13 for Philip Barbour in the set, 21 for the match, 9 for Shady in the set, 25 for the match, 1 block in the set for Philip Barbour, 3 for the match, 2 and 2 thus far for Shady Spring, but the unforced errors really hurt Philip Barbour. 13 of them in the second set, 16 for the match, 7 for Shady Spring as they clean things up in the second set, 17 overall for the match. And we thank Brian Shepard, our engineer and statistician, along with Joe Mounts, our cameraman. I'm Chris Kidd here with you from the Charleston Civic Center as Shady Spring, who were state runner-ups last year, trying to take that extra step and claim a state title, as it was the Work County Tigers claiming the title last night. Now could it be Tiger Town all over again as the Shady Spring Tigers just one set away, but can Philip Barbour dig their way back into this match? They were also close in first and second set, but Shady Spring's toughness in the closing points proved to be the difference, and they get out early here as Farisia gets a put away on the kill to start things off. And once again, Philip Barbour going to be so key for them to get out to a good start here in the second set after a couple of devastating losses in both sets. Hill touches it over, saved nicely by Smith. Back over, pumped into the air. Chance here for Philip Barbour, blocked back into play again. Nice save, though, by the Colts. Hill puts it back over, blocked at the net. Williams, though, couldn't get it over. Another attempt, the third attempt, and it won't clear the net as Philip Barbour evens things up at 1 apiece here in the third set. As we said, they've got to win the final 3 now. It's a best-of-5 situation. But thus far today, all matches here in AA have all been 3-0. Nice block on Williams' smash. They're trying to get over, but it won't, and now a late attempt, able to get it back into play are the Tigers. Up ahead they go to Hill. She goes after the smash and able to get it into Thompson, but what a save on the far side by Thompson and by Smith. Back up ahead, pushing it into the middle, and able to find the hole in the zone was Katie Kennedy to give Philip Barbour the 2-1 lead here in set number 3. What a point that was on both ends, as Thompson about had herself knocked to the ground on that kill attempt, but was able to save it, and then Smith was able to set it up as well as Dangerfield goes after the smash. Can't get it put away. Up ahead now, they just have to bump it back deep. Presley gets it up ahead. Now here comes Williams, and she puts it away on the right side. We're all even at 2 apiece here in the early stages of the third set. It'll be Dangerfield back deep to serve. Take a look at it here on our little general instant replay again. Once Williams gets into that kill zone, it's so difficult to stop her. They get it up ahead now. Hill off balance, couldn't quite get herself set up that time, misses into the net, and Shady Spring now out to a 3-2 lead. Now serve comes back deep. Hill able to get it back into play. They're just going to have to bump it back over as they get it back deep. Presley gets it to Dangerfield. Now over to Williams. Her smash blocked. Now here comes Philip Barbour looking to take advantage of it. Nice block again at the net. Saved back by Philip Barbour. Saved back by Shady Springs. Saved back again. Back and forth they go at the net. Williams, her smash. Can't get it put away. Now another attempt saved. Back deep goes Presley. Knocked into the air. Up at the net again, and it's going to go to Shady Spring. As so close on each end that time, trying to put it away close to net, and neither side could quite do so. And then finally, Shady Spring able to take the point as they open up a 4-2 lead. Dennison back in, able to block it back up ahead. Hill able to get the point as they get looks like maybe a net infraction that time. Actually, no, it just went straight down. Again, I apologize. It looked like the ball came back over quickly on the other end. But Hill able to get that put away as she'll go for the serve and gets a little help from the net cord that time. And right now, Philip Barbour will take everything they can get, as that's a lucky break for them and unfortunate for Shady Spring. But now we're even at 4 apiece here in the third set. As Hill, big serve, gets it back over far side. Williams goes after it hard this time and leaves no doubt about this put away. This is now 5-4 in favor of Shady Spring here in the early stages of the third set. Serve comes back deep, saved into the air. Now they work it up ahead as Hill tried to two-hand touch it over but misses into the net. And you got to wonder, are you starting to get some tired legs on the other end as Philip Barbour having some trouble elevating for some of these kill attempts at the moment. That serve comes back deep. Does it touch or not? No, they say just missed long. That's another tight one on that back line for that line judge back there. She's definitely earning her keep tonight here for the WVSSAC. But that one just missing, and that'll give it back over to the Colts. Now here comes Philip Barbour back looking to even things up as Weiss serves it into play. They get it over far side for Thompson, goes after it. Nice job by Hill digging it out. Back over far side, able to be dug out. Now here comes Shady Spring back. Smith bumps it into the air. Now here comes Philip Barbour on the attack. Bump back over again, but saved by the Tigers. They're just going to have to get this one back in deep. Dangerfield able to get a good smash off and off the hands of Hill to give Shady Spring now a 7-5 lead. Again, Philip Barbour has been fighting from behind pretty much all evening long. They enjoyed a 5-point lead in the first set, but had that disappear, and there's a miss by Dennison. She tried to tap it over, but misses into the net, and now the lead has swelled to 8-5 here in the third set. And it was Peyton Smith who went on a serving spree and won 10 consecutive points to help clinch that first set for Shady Spring. And the second set was tight all the way. Nice block at the net that time as Dennison, along with Chris, able to get into the area and block that back into play. 8-6 now in favor of the Tigers. They lead it 2-0, just need one more set to claim the state title. Chris serves it back deep. Williams able to work it up ahead. Now over to Thompson, goes after the kill, and she puts it away. And Chloe Thompson, she's had herself a heck of a day, both digging and killing up at the net. That's now 31 kills for the match for Shady Spring. Serve comes back deep. Working it up ahead as Dennison goes after a tough smash but misses long. And now the lead is ballooned to 10-6 here. That is now 20 unforced errors for the match for Philip Barbour. Set over far side. Big smash that time and a great kill. And a much needed one for Philip Barbour as Carpenter able to put that one away to draw them back to within 3. As we've seen, both these teams have gone on runs and spurts throughout this contest. As Dennison gets it back in. Turner sets it over far side. Thompson's kill attempt off the hands of one Colt back up ahead. Going to have to get this one back over, and they do so. Presley works it back up ahead to Turner. Now to Frisia. Her attempt blocked by Hill, but no one there to try and pick it up after it fell back onto the Colts side. 11-7 now, Shady Spring. It's Thompson back to serve. And hits the net and crawls over, so volleyball gods giveth and they taketh away, as we saw Philip Barbour get the same break earlier this set, and now it goes back over to Shady Spring, and that's going to draw a timeout here with the lead at 12-7 for Shady Spring in set number 3, perhaps on the verge of a Class AA state championship. We'll be back after this as you are watching the Class AA Volleyball State Championship match with us right here live on NFHS Sports Network. Two sets to nothing in favor of Shady Spring and a 12-7 lead here in the third set, trying to claim the state volleyball championship for the 2020 season. Chris Kidd here with you. And again, Philip Barbour, they've had a rich history in volleyball as well. Again, 2005 state champions, 2015, 16, and 17 state champions. But right now, fighting for their tournament lives. And Hill, who has been the dominant force at the net for Philip Barbour here tonight, got off a good smash and then a nice touch volley up at the net in order to draw them back within 4. And right now, if you're Philip Barbour, you just have to stay within striking distance as much as possible. As Kennedy will serve it into play, gets it back deep. Turner sets it up at the net, goes far side for Smith. Her attempt blocked. Turner able to save it. Frisia taps it over. Nice save by Turner on the far side. Now they get it back into the kill zone over far end. Bump back deep. Now here's a chance for Philip Barbour. They get it over far side. Nice smash and batted around by Shady Spring, but unable to get it into the air. And Tustin gets herself another kill. Again, one of the two seniors on this roster for Philip Barbour, trying to keep her career alive at the moment as they trail it by 3. Kennedy a nice serve and an ace that time. And once again, Philip Barbour battling back here as they've done all night long, and that's going to draw a timeout from Shady Spring after a 3-0 run by the Colts. Draws them closer and closer. We'll be back after this break as you are watching the Class AA Girls State Championship Volleyball match with us right here live on NFHS Sports Network. Philip Barbour Colts refusing to go away quietly here as they continue to rally back every time it seems that Shady Spring has this game in hand. Chris Kidd with you here tonight from the Charleston Civic Center, as it has been a thrilling Class AA Girls Volleyball State Championship match thus far. But can Philip Barbour push this to a 4th set? Well, Peyton Smith says we hope not on her end, as she gets another kill for herself. Again, she was the hero in the final stages of the first set, with Shady Spring trailing 19-14. Won 10 consecutive points on her serve to help rally and give Shady Spring the set. Hill into the middle. Thompson able to save it. Now back up ahead. Williams touches it over, and a nice job by her, able to find a little opening in that middle of the kill zone on Philip Barbour's side. And that'll give the serve back over for the Tigers, leading at 14-10 as Presley serves it in. Hill gets it. They set it up for her. Instead go far side. Tustin can't put it away. Nice block. They'll set it up for her again. Taps it over, and let's see here. Call misses just wide, so it'll go over to Shady Spring as they lead it now 15-10 as they are 10 points away from claiming the title. Dennison able to bump it up ahead. They get it far side. Carpenter's attempt blocked into the air. Now they've got to get it back over. Well, wait, we're going to get an infraction here against Shady Spring, and that'll give the point over to the Colts. As Carpenter will go back to serve. Sophomore runs up, puts a right hand into it, just clears the net, and that'll go for an ace as Smith unable to control it. As the net cord maybe threw it off just a little bit, and now here comes Philip Barbour once again. We said here on our little general instant replay, you see just grazing off the net. Did enough just to help Carpenter earn that point. They get it over far side. Williams, her shot blocked into the air by Hill. They go far side. Now Chris will push it over. Now they set it up for Williams. Goes after the kill, and Dennison somehow saved it with her shoulder blade that time. Now they work it up ahead. Williams goes after it again. This time she does put it away as Carpenter goes diving for it, but can't come up with it. 16-12 now Shady Spring. As we said, every time it seems like Shady Spring is starting to take a set by the throat, Philip Barbour manages to come flying back into it, so this could be far from over as Dangerfield serves it in nicely. Get it over to Chris. Her shot blocked into the air. Now back over far side for Smith. Her shot nicely done by Carpenter. At time falling down was Chris, and now Carpenter just has to bump it back into play. Now to Williams. Her shot blocked over by Hill. What a job by her as two members of the all-tournament team from last year go mano-a-mano there, and Hill able to get the best of Williams on that exchange. Her serve misses into the net, however, and we saw that become an issue for Philip Barbour at the end of the second set as they missed 3 out of 4 serves into the net, which proved to be crucial in the closing stages of the second set that was decided 26-24. Nice tap over that time, but it misses wide as Kennedy tried to find the sideline but could not, and now it's back to a 5-point lead for the Tigers. Again, danger time here for the Colts. Smith goes after another big bomb, saved nicely. As that one's just going to have to be put back into play by Chris. She works it back up ahead. Williams, her shot blocked back over, and Dennison able to put it away. Again, Williams has been met with some restraint here in this third set from the blocking of the front line by the Colts. As you get a look at it again here on our little general instant replay, again, Dennison, it's just been so deadly up there at net. Again, the sophomore, with that height to her advantage, has been able to get up and be able to keep those balls from being put away all evening long. Now they'll go after another block. This one, though, Thompson able to get over the head of the net, people, and she'll put it away for another kill for her. That's now 11 kills here in the third set for Shady Spring. Williams' serve comes back deep. Hill works it up ahead. Dennison has to tap it over. Blocked back nicely, however, by Turner. Now up at net, nowhere to go with it as Weiss tried to bat it back into the air but missed it into the net. And now timeout called by Philip Barbour as Shady Spring is 5 points away from claiming the AA state championship. We'll be back in 30 seconds as you're watching the Class AA Girls State Volleyball Championship match with us right here on NFHS Sports Network. Shady Spring 5 points away from the state championship that eluded them last year as Oak Glen was able to come from behind to beat them, but now Shady Spring looking to take home the championship. And as we said, just a fistful of points away. Chris Kidd here with you. And again, it's been all home team here today as the home teams have won 17 of 17 sets. And Shady Spring looking to put it away for 18 out of 18 here in just a couple of moments as they get it up ahead. Frisia, her shot blocked by Dennison once again. Back into play, though. Frisia gets it blocked back up. Dennison goes for the smash, and she puts it away. Boy, has she been huge here in this third set for the Colts, as she has been keeping them alive by a whisker. And now the lead back down to 5. Can they find another run in them here? Chris will serve it from the back line. She approaches, serve misses into the net, and now it's a 4-point magic number for the Tigers. As Chloe Turner will check back in here, and she'll go to serve. That is now 25 unforced errors for the match for Philip Barbour here tonight. Again, 13 of those coming in that second set that was so crucial. Weiss sets it over far side. Kill is put away that time up at the net by Carpenter. 21-16 now in favor of Shady Spring. As we said, this young Philip Barbour ball club, only 2 seniors on the roster, a mountain of freshmen and sophomores, only 3 juniors on this roster, so this is an underclassmen group. And even if they don't come away with it here tonight, you get the feeling that we're going to see them for the years to come. And right now, Chloe Thompson continues to put her club on the cusp of a state title, 22-16 as Thompson goes to serve. Hits the net, crawls over. Weiss just has to put it back into play. An opportunity here for the Tigers. Get it over to Smith. Her attempt blocked at the net, but straight down. And point goes over to Shady Spring. They are now 2 points away. And the number 1 team in this tournament, as now the Shady Spring cheering section rises to its feet. They can sense it now. Trophies being willed in as Thompson serve. Back over to Hill. Hill goes after the kill, blocked into the air by Turner. Tap back over by Farisia. Now into the air. Hill goes after it. Double fisted over in. It falls off the hand of Dangerfield, and point over to Philip Barbour. They trail at 23-17 here in the third set. Shady Spring edging them out in the first 2 sets, 25-20 and 26-24. Now Kennedy gets a serve back deep, set up by Turner. They go to Dangerfield. Her attempt blocked by Hill, and Hill with another attack up at the net and another block for her. And this Colts team just refuses to go quietly here tonight. It's Kennedy's serve. Goes back deep, blocked up by Williams. Now set up far side for Smith. Her kill misses long, and all of a sudden, it was a 7-point lead, and 3 straight points here for Philip Barbour has closed the deficit to 23-19, and that'll draw a timeout by Shady Spring. We'll be back after this as you are watching the Class AA Girls State Volleyball Championship match right here on NFHS Sports Network.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Philip Barbour fighting to keep themselves alive here in this state tournament. Shady Spring just 2 points away from claiming the title. Chris Kidd here with you as Philip Barbour trailed at 23-16 a moment ago. They've now climbed to within 4. Here's a chance to set up match point. Smith goes after the kill, knocked into the air, and no one's going to get to it. And it's now championship point for the Shady Spring Tigers. It'll be Presley, a member of the all-tournament team last year, back to serve it. Could this be it? Misses into the net, and Philip Barbour clinging to life right now, but they need 4 consecutive points to stay alive. And Avery Carpenter, the sophomore, back to serve. Into the center it goes. Thompson digs it out. They set it into the backcourt. Presley goes after it, gets it back deep. Set up towards the net. Tustin shot blocked into the air. Now here comes an opportunity. Smith goes for the kill, blocked back into play. Presley back over, sets it up for Dangerfield. Her kill blocked and saved by Philip Barbour as Hill keeps them alive for the time being, as they have now closed the gap to 24-21. Still championship point for Shady Spring. Carpenter gets the serve into play, blocked in by Thompson, set up far side. Williams goes for the kill, saved into the air. Now back up ahead. Chris, her attempt blocked back into play, saved up by Hill. Back over far side, Tustin, her shot put away. And Shady Spring now to within 2, but it's still championship point for the Lady Tigers. It was 23-16 moments ago. 6 of the last 7 points have gone to the Colts. Carpenter again gets it into play, much needed. Now they set it up far side. They go for Dangerfield. Her attempt put away, and the Shady Spring Tigers are your 2020 girls state volleyball champions here from the Charleston Civic Center in what was an unbelievable match and an unbelievable 3 sets of volleyball to decide this championship. It's Shady Spring who came up just shy last year of the title. This time they walk away with the championship. As you can see, the exultation on their side and the dejection on the Philip Barbour side as they fought so hard to stay in this match against the favored Shady Spring Tigers. But coming up just shy in all 3 sets tonight. But I tell you what, they've got absolutely nothing to be disappointed in or ashamed of with the way that they played tonight. Just an unbelievable effort by them, but what guts by Shady Spring to claw out all 3 of these sets, and they win it in a tight affair, 3 sets to nothing. We'll be back after this break as you're watching the Girls 2020 AA State Volleyball Championship match right here on NFHS Sports Network.
Hey, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
As a busy soccer mom on the go myself, I know how much those moments at home are treasured. Sipping a cup of coffee on the deck, watching a sunrise, movie nights with the family, playing in the yard, cozying up next to the fire with a good book. We may not have these moments every day with such busy schedules, but when we do, they should bring us comfort and joy. Call me and let's find the house that can be the canvas for your memories and a place you happily call home.
Hey man, I really appreciate that Patrick price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Let me repay the favor with some field passes. Come on.
No favors, just great rates.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Right now, the all-tournament team members being announced down on the floor. We'll run through those in a moment. Chris Kidd here with you as let's run through the final statistics on both ends. Aces in the third set. Philip Barbour with 3, Shady Spring with 1 for the match. Philip Barbour 5 aces, 7 for Shady Spring. Kills were a big thing here tonight. Shady Spring with the advantage in the third set, 14-11 and 39-32 for the match. Blocks, 2 for the match for Shady Spring, 7 overall for Philip Barbour, and unforced errors, 9 in the final set for Philip Barbour, 25 for the match, 5 for Shady Spring, and 22 for the match as they really cleaned things up after that first set on their end. As looking down on the court, seeing all the all-tournament team members right now, looks like you've got 2 for each team here in the state championship match as Alyssa Hill, along with Emily Dennison, who had an outstanding game here tonight, able to claim all-tournament membership here this evening. And then Chloe Thompson and Brooke Presley able to get on the all-tournament team for Shady Spring, as that's back-to-back years for Brooke Presley and back-to-back years for Alyssa Hill of Philip Barbour. So congratulations to all of them here tonight on claiming the all-tournament team honors that they all so richly deserved as they get ready to hand out the hardware here tonight for the runner-up and for the state champion. And again, it's been an exciting night of volleyball, and it's been back-to-back Tiger nights, as it was Work County Tigers last night winning 3 sets to nothing, and now 3 sets to nothing for the Shady Spring Tigers as they came up shy last year in a tremendous match against Oak Glen. But tonight, they come away with the state championship. So we're going to listen in now to the trophy presentation, and I am Chris Kidd saying so long here from the Civic Center, but stay with us as we listen in to the trophy presentation on both sides.
Adrian Barbour. Emily Dennison. Lily Chris.
Good night again, man.
Audrey Holden. Natalie Kumar. Katie Berger. Katie Dickinson. Brianne Huston. Katie Kennedy. What numbers remain? Now the members of the Shady Spring High School are asked to come forward to receive their individual awards for the 2020 Volleyball Championship team. Chloe Turner. Jordan Presley. Ashley Peruggi. Kelsey Dangerfield. Hayden Smith, Meg Williams, Chloe Thompson, Brady Weissman, Carly Dodson, Camille Desterman, and Haley Sweeney. Now it's with much pride and pleasure we would like to present the Class AA West Virginia 2020 Volleyball Championship Trophy in Gate Ball to Shady Spring High School. that was